What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today we've got some injury updates to provide for the Chicago Bulls. One of them is a long-term injury with an update to it, and the other one is, of course, a player that could potentially miss this upcoming game against the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, I want to try to keep this short because, again, I don't think anyone really likes to talk about injuries in a negative way and stuff of that nature. It's never a nice feeling for anyone. But again, it's something that I haven't done yet. Apparently, this injury update happened a couple of days ago. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Outside of the YouTube space, everything's just going very quickly for me at the moment. There's a lot of things happening at the moment. So, at the end of the day, I definitely missed this update. But I found it now, 2 days later. We're going to talk about it in this video. Before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls, these injury updates, and what does it mean for our future. Now, I will quickly talk about the injury update for this upcoming game against the Bucks. There's only one person from, I guess, prior injury updates that is on the injury list at the moment, and that is Alex Caruso with a hamstring injury. He is listed as questionable to play against the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, of course, he did not play in the last game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We actually won that game against the Cleveland Cavaliers in a double overtime performance. Now, Alex Caruso is our best defender, and I think if you're going to be trying to look at guys like Damian Lillard, you're going to need Alex Caruso in there, in my opinion, to stir things up and make things pretty difficult for the offensive players that they have. So that is something we'll have to wait and see about. Of course, I'd rather Alex Caruso remain healthy and not be out for a significant period of time over him playing this one game against the Bucks. We'll just have to wait and see. Questionable is 50-50. There's a 50% chance he may play, a 50% chance he may miss this game. So we'll wait and see. That's all I could really say about the situation. Other than that, we know Patrick Williams is out. We know Torrey Craig is out. We know Zach LaVine is out. And obviously there's one more guy that we know that is out, but there's also an update based on his injury, and that is Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball has had an injury update that happened a couple of days ago. And unfortunately, it is not a good injury update by any stretch of the means. So apparently this has come from Billy Donovan. I'm reading this from a Bleacher Report article, and it suggests that Lonzo Ball is still unable to sprint during knee injury rehab, as Billy Donovan says. There's also a couple of things about, just the whole interview and stuff of that nature. But essentially, I'm just going to react to the title of this. I'm not going to read too much of the quotes. But basically, the big thing I will take away from this is Billy Donovan says, I don't know why he's stuck. He's doing some shooting, some running, some jumping. He hasn't done any sprinting that I know. So we don't know. That's the answer. It's the best answer I can provide for you guys. Billy Donovan says right there. No one knows why Lonzo Ball is stuck. And it doesn't look good, does it, ladies and gentlemen? Now, if you guys are unaware, his injury is a big one. And it's one that could potentially take him out of the NBA. It is as simple as that. He could very well not have another game in the NBA again based on his recovery, based on what he feels and how he feels and stuff of that nature. Now, there are videos of him taking jump shots. There are videos of him doing dribble moves. There are videos of him obviously standing up from chair positions. That was a little bit earlier with Stephen A. Smith. There's a lot of videos about everything, but when it comes to actually sprinting, it seems like that is where he's stuck. And I just don't know. I just don't know if we're ever going to see Lonzo Ball get out of that situation where he's going to feel good sprinting. I just don't know. And for people saying that it's not a big deal that he's hurt when he's sprinting because, the NBA don't always have to sprint, that's nonsense. I've heard a couple of people say that, okay, it's just sprinting. He can still dribble. He can still shoot. He can still run, but he can't sprint. I've heard a couple of people say that. Whether you like it or not, if he can't sprint, he's probably not going to be back at the NBA level. Now, at the same time, I'm going to be the odd man out, I guess, because I know a lot of people are feeling very negative towards this. I'm still going to hold a glimmer of hope. And here's the reason why I'm going to hold a glimmer of hope. As far as I'm aware, from what happened last season to this season, Lonzo was supposed to be fully ready by April, May. That was the difference. And the Bulls did the disabled player exception, so they obviously took him out for the season regardless, which I think was the right move anyway, just in case something like this did happen. But there's still a long way to go. There's a long way to go before next season comes around. Keep in mind, we still got April. It just is the beginning of March. We still got all of March. We still got all of April. Once the end of the season happens in April for the Bulls, most likely, and we head into May and June, July, off-season time, there's still so much we can do. There's still so much we can see. There's still more updates to be had. So I'm not going to call this the final situation for Lonzo Ball. I just think that's inaccurate in many ways. Now, maybe the end result is something I'm not going to like. There's a possibility of that, and no one can deny that. No one can publicly say to me that Lonzo Ball is 100% coming back, and they know it with all their hearts. It's as simple as that. No one knows. Even Lonzo Ball's family members do not know. There's a couple of quotes I've heard about this Lonzo Ball situation that doesn't bring me great optimism. But I'm going to choose to believe on the positive side. I'm going to choose that after a couple of months, we can see some better updates. We might be able to see better recovery, I guess, updates and stuff of that nature. I'm going to choose to believe that. Because I guess that's the type of person I am. I don't have any reason to believe it. I don't have any reason not to believe it. I'm just going to choose the positive over the negative. And hopefully, with so much more time to go, we can see Lonzo Ball get back at least to an NBA level where he's ready to try and compete. And then from then on, we'll wait and see. But it's not good. It's just not good. It's not a good situation to be in. So, yeah, that's the injury update. Lonzo Ball is still not sprinting. He's doing a couple of other things, but he's not sprinting. And I just don't know what that means for his future, but I'm going to choose to be optimistic. What do you think? Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow and or subscribe if you are new. I will see you in the next Chicago Bulls related video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.